Both coaches on the floor. Short jumper won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Thomas Bryant trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 55% from the line. Off the mark at the line. To Nick Batum. And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
John Wall at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good by Wall. The Wizards add to their lead via the three-point play. Touch at the rim. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Into the front court comes Wall. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Beal to Wall. There it is, John Wall. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Substitutions, Washington. Subbing in for Charlotte, number 5, Nikola
Batum.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Almost. And he's not getting the call. Batum. Here comes the screen. Marvin Williams. Picked up by Carmelo Anthony. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Isaiah Thomas. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Get it, shoot it again.
Number 28.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Batum. Picked up by the Wizards. Wizards have it. To Anthony. Ish Smith. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Anthony. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires to end the first half. The Hornets have the lead.
The Charlotte Hornets are up after 2 quarters, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets. The Wizards are in need of some changes at the half. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Charlotte basketball. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
To Anthony. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Shot, bro.
That pass stolen by the Wizards. Wall.
Lock up.
To Anthony. Over to the right side. Beal to Anthony. Fight to shoot for Washington. Anthony. Won't go down. Easy path to the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Beal to Anthony. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Wall into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 6 now. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Beal to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 4 out of 7.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. Wizards at the controls. To Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. And he buries it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Double, double, double.
I got help. I got your help.
Missed it. They weren't going to get. That to him.
The game is so different. In today's so offensively as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Rozier with it. It's a 9-point lead. Cruises inside for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Wall to Anthony. Wall to Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Substitutions, Washington.
Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Got it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Wall across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Anthony. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And that's going to be off of Anthony out of bounds. Hornets at the controls of this one.
Yep, I got him.
From long range, can't go down. Smothering defense. Into the front court, it's Wall. Down by 15. Pass down low to Carmelo. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
You got him. You got him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
He's looking for that touch. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Thomas Bryant. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Hornets way out in front. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Monk guarded by Carmelo Anthony. To Rozier.
What's the back door?
5 on the shot clock. Rozier shot no good. Wall with it up top. Trailing by 14. JaVale McGee to Wall. There it is, John Wall. 4 out of 10.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Kid Gilchrist against the former Finals MVP. Here comes the screen. And he hits.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court comes Wall. 14-point deficit. To Anthony. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Bradley Beal. Subbing in for the Charlotte Hornets, number 28.
Hornets have the basketball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Here comes the screen. Lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Ah, the monster stuff.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beasley.
Drop, drop.
And count the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beal. Ah, can't miss those. To Rozier. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
It's good. And one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Isaiah Thomas trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed the foul shot. Charlotte with the basketball. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Ish Smith. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
2 points.
You know what's coming. Go get him.
Ish Smith. To Anthony. Beal. Deep 2 there. Won't go. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Ish Smith. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 66%. Misses the first. Oh, he missed them both. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Anthony. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Andre Iguodala at the line for 2 shots. 71% for his career. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Good shot.
To Batum.
Go, go, go.
And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ish Smith to Beal. Bradley Beal. He's 3 for 7.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
It's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hornets added a win with today's solid victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. The Charlotte Hornets got their point scoring from these guys on screen. The Wizards just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The Hornets were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Charlotte Hornets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick? Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Lightness in the air!
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them did them in his blood. Flew in the air, we put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move it to squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for years.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the deers.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail foreigns in the lane.
If they heard that the driver is gang off,
we be in the part of the party that gets roped off.
Nigga with the quick of the judge and both
all questions that we asking ourselves, having a thought.
Spending money that's unaccounted for.
If you scared to party with gangsters,
what you around us for?
We do what we want, man.
We get around a little.
Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links.
LOX give respect, cause fear stinks.
Chair at the table,
it's the commission.
A rare thing.
Come on, it's us. You hear kings.
We still smell money and hear Frank.
Raps like a dice game.
We about to clear bank.
Everybody back up. Man down. Back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product.
If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us.
LOX, my you don't know about us.
Double R, my you don't know about us.
D-Block, my you don't know about us.
Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
My God. So you're talking about what?
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me.
I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live.
All the jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the thinking like Jodeci. Cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now the one getting paid for it. They got us a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna can I vibe on it. Get live. I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm a lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Run to the money, we tryna get fitted. I my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly. We had a good time in Italy. Yo, these be lying by loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Charlotte Hornets. The opening tip to the Pistons, and we're underway at Little Caesars Arena. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Batum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Blake Griffin tips it. Blake Griffin swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Porter to Griffin. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Drummond steps out. Gets a shot up off the mark. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pistons have it.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down. Porter. Now a pass stolen by the Hornets. To Rozier. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
He missed the free throw. Rose into the front court. They trail by 1. To Drummond. To Rose. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Hornets have the rebound. And count the basket inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose to Porter. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Batum. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rose into the front court. Down 5. To Alonzo Trier. Rose driving right to the basket. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. To Porter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And he can't convert the free throw. Rozier with it. Leads 3. Won't go. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Got it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Screen coming.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
5 seconds to shoot. Fires the 3. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. Hornets right now in possession.
Defense, let's go.
For 3. That's good D. Shot no good. Surveys the floor to Drummond. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
First quarter in the books. The Hornets have the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Fine to shoot. Deep 2 there, won't go. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
hits the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Two for two on that trip.
Oh, good shot, boy. More.
To Jackson. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Charlotte basketball. Monk here against Morris. And look out. Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Malik Monk at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Griffin. To Drummond. And finishes strong. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Finish that.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Pulled down by Batum. Down low to Williams. Short jumper off the mark. To Griffin. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. to Nick Batum. To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Pistons ball here. To Drummond. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Substitutions, Charlotte. Substitutions, Detroit.
Jackson. Rebound grabbed by the Hornets. Rozier into the front court. Up 6. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
From the outside, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
No good. Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Has a look. Offensive board. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Hornets out in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Charlotte Hornets have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets, the Pistons have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Rozier with it. Lead stands at 10. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
It's Detroit's ball. Rose to Porter. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Rose. Marvin Williams sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Off the mark.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Andre Drummond at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter.
We're still accepting nominations for our Community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on
Batum. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Doesn't have it. End of putback slam.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Rozier. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Can't connect from in close. Terry Rozier pins it. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To Batum. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Rose into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Short jumper won't fall. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rose into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Griffin. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. It's an 8-point lead. The drive, right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Down to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Small sample size.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Substitutions, Charlotte. Substitutions, Detroit.
Rose to Griffin. Pass stolen by the Hornets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Luke Kennard. Second effort. Hernan Gomez with the rebound. It goes down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Porter. To Rose. Has a chance. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup there.
Here comes the screen.
Won't go. But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
Markieff Morris. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws.
I got this D on it.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball camps? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our
Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The possession in favor of Detroit. To Rose. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. To Luke Kennard. has a look. Wide open look won't go.
Hey, I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
The assist from number 53.
Long key from three-quarters court. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Hornets came away with the victory in this one. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Charlotte Hornets can point to these guys for their scoring output. The Pistons exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. The Hornets put one in the win column. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the man.
Professor Live.
What's happening, everybody? Professor Live. Today we're gonna react to the one who just went off on a whole nother level from deep. Let's check it out. Notice that when the one is hitting all these shots, the balance is intact. Same shot every time. With rhythm like that, the one is unstoppable. Big thank you to everybody who checked out this video. As you can see, the one shooting form was on another level. Be sure to check back here more at Professor Live.
Yeah, from the back porch. Back there with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to see some cell phone keys to a black portion. That American pie, he just wanna portion. Product of that environment that he was forced in. Changed course when it's out of control. Feel it down in my soul. Fast forward and foresee that fork in the road. Listen, mention you on the road, foreign car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking. The time's different on a globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn, you see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Great forever, forever's not long enough, it's just. Man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap locks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try to find your last opponent. Trying to find the answer before this life flashes past you. Blink of an eye, go ghost like a phantom. I'd rather imagine a whole block popping, toasting glasses. More life, no ashes to ashes. Live life fast with no crashes. You can picture that with no caption. Try to see the vision, no glasses. You can picture that with no cameras or flashes. You could just imagine. Still keep my hunger like fasting. Still keep it ghetto fab like putting money in the mattress. And that's just point blank. No biting my tongue, be so frank. Ain't the top 10, they don't rank. They asked me to change some things and no thanks back.
What's happening, everybody? Professor Live. Today we're gonna react to the one who just went off on a whole nother level from deep. Let's check it out. Notice that when the one everybody, Professor Live. Today we're gonna react to
Wait.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends.